Hi YouTube! As promised, I wanted to do my first video about the silent treatment, which I think a lot of people actually suffer from, and they also are putting up with it and allowing it in relationships, and people that are on the giving end of the silent treatment are getting their way more and more because it's a abuse tactic to gain control, keep you underneath their thumb, whether it is a parent, whether it is a wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, sibling, best friend, whatever the case may be. If you're dealing with somebody that is prone to giving you silent treatments and they expect you to continue putting up with it, I suggest you do some research on the silent treatment and how that is the narcissist's favorite way of keeping you under their control. And I hope that you just build your confidence. I'm not saying you're insecure. I never even thought that I would have allowed the silent treatment. I got it from my mother and father at times growing up, and then I pretty much had great relationships throughout my life until the last 7, 8 years. I met a narcissist. And anytime I did something wrong or said something wrong, I was on the receiving end of a silent treatment. And I'm one of those that always wants to fix and like make a relationship better. If I feel like I hurt somebody, then it really stays on my mind. It's hard to sleep. I'm not the type of person that deliberately wants to hurt somebody. So looking back now though, I was just being played a fool. And I think if you're, sorry, my hair, I could see it doing some funky stuff. I need a haircut. So if you're going through something like this, more than likely this person is just trying to I lost my train of thought. They're trying to control you, and they're basically making a fool out of you as well. So I know it's painful. I know it is extremely hurtful. It's something that you can't just shake off. You could go try and have fun, which I suggest doing all those things because those things really did help me. I would read that you shouldn't stay focused on it. You should just continue living your life, which that really, really helps. But then when it's time to go to bed at night, it's still on your mind. You still think about it until you finally reach your breaking point. And for me, it just took a long time to reach that because I felt like the person I was with really cared for me and that they were shy and reserved. And I kept thinking they just weren't experienced in relationships and they didn't know how to verbalize things. They didn't know how to communicate. Looking back now, I wouldn't even waste my time for this person. I just reached a level where I had enough. And even enough with some family members where I feel stronger and better now that I actually distance myself. I didn't do no contact with family members, but I am definitely doing limited contact. And I suggest doing that. When I first heard it years ago, I thought, I don't know, it's kind of tough. I love my family and I don't want to go no contact. But I think in my situation, limited low contact actually is more healthier for me. And I suggest that, you know, if it's a possibility for you to do either no or low, I think it would be in your best interest where you can finally really heal from that from a parent or a relationship that you're currently in and just move on. It's immature. They feel like they have one up on you because if they see you pleading in an email or voicemails calling them and they're just like decline, block, all these little immature things that they do, it's really disgusting. It's like, I know that I've watched some videos claiming that they are like demonic, and I have to say, it's kind of like dealing with a demon. You feel like you're with somebody that lacks empathy and they see you struggling to figure out what you did wrong and they just don't care. They feel entitled. I had an ex that always, anytime we would argue, he always said that I acted entitled. And I really believed it at first. Until I realized years throughout the relationship, he was the one always being entitled. So that whole projection thing and videos that you can watch on projection, it's true. They seem to deflect and project, and they make you out to be the bad person when really they're just sitting there. They're the ones living their lives while you're sitting there with a broken heart, wondering why they're not talking to you, wondering what you said or did wrong this time. Don't waste your energy. Put that energy towards something else. Another thing that helped me, that I hope helps you, there's videos that you can search on YouTube, and you could do, what are they called? Like meditations, hypnosis to break away from toxic relationships. I'm not kidding. I did a couple of those, and the next morning, I didn't even think of this person. I didn't even think of a family member that hurt me or said rude things. I would literally be able to wake up feeling stronger and better just from those videos. I would have to try and remember which ones they were. I'm sure they're in my history or a folder somewhere on my YouTube. But if needed, if somebody commented that they wanted to know what those were, I could do a link later or add it to this video to try and help those that might be interested in that if you can't find it on your own on YouTube. Read, like I said, read. During the time that you're getting the silent treatment, get a book at the library for free. You don't even have to go spend money on a book. You can literally just go to your local library or order it online to get delivered to you, your local library, on abuse, abusive relationships, or narcissism, and you will learn and gain so much knowledge that they are deliberately doing this. Because I used to wonder if these people realize what they're doing was so hurtful. Now I know they do, and they just don't care. They lack a conscience. Again, it kind of goes back to like dealing with a demon, unfortunately. So if you are dealing with the silent treatment, whether that's from a parent that you feel like you have to baby to talk to you, to get forgiveness over something so stupid that most parents might not even get mad at, but you're getting a silent treatment over, you have to get stronger. No matter what age you are, if you feel like something is off with the parent, which I basically did because I come from a crazy family, and I was like more sensitive growing up, and I just knew something was not right. I had to deal with physical abuse from my father, and if you're a child getting physical abuse from a mother or father, please tell someone. Please tell a grandparent if you could trust them. Please tell somebody at your school, a teacher, a friend. Seek help. If there's a way you can live with another family member, I would suggest even that. Don't put up with it. Don't allow yourself to stay for years and damper your childhood because you only get one childhood. And it should be a happy one. Not that it's going to always be happy, but overall, it should be a really happy experience to be a kid. So if you're a child or a kid or a preteen or teen or even adult, if you're dealing with this from a spouse or whatever, I mean, you have one life to live. Don't let somebody physically harm you or verbally abuse you, emotionally, physically, whatever. Life is too beautiful. So I hope that you seek the help that you need and you leave from the situation somehow, or at least work on leaving. And if you need any advice, I will try my best to help those that ask questions, or even if you private message me, I will try my best to answer. I'm not a licensed psychologist or therapist, but I've been through enough to hopefully help somebody that is going through a tough time. So I hope you like this video, and I hope that the future videos will be able to provide more red flags and advice. I'm new to this, so bear with me. I'm going to do some notes next time and stick with just one subject so that it's more interesting. So I apologize that this video is probably not the best, but anyways, I look forward to comments and getting better with time. So I appreciate you watching. Thank you and have a beautiful day or evening or night. Bye bye.